What's up, everybody? Your old pal Pete again, back with one last segment episode. I promise you. The basement's almost done, but just so happens I'm going to be in Atlantic City this weekend, so obviously the boys and I could not get together, but keep your fingers crossed for me that I win some millions and can quit my job and just do a silly comic book show for the rest of my life. That would be really swell. Right off the bat, just a couple of quick reviews for you. Amazing Spider-Man 681 dropped this week. This is the next part to, I guess, the prelude of the new Sinister Six storyline. Doc Ock's got some crazy scheme cooked up called Ends of the World, and I cannot wait for it. The Sinister Six is always a set of good stories. I just want to bring up one thing that I'm going to bring up again and again over the course of the next 6 months, and that is Dan Slott has been real good on Spider-Man. He's really been killing it. The stories have been thoroughly entertaining. Spidey's funny. The villains are great. I just hope he doesn't fall into the trap of I'm gonna kill Doc Ock and let some other asshole fucking bring him back to life later on. I mean, and I intend to tweet this to Dan Slott, not in so many words, because I'm going to try to be nice about it until I suspect that he is going to kill Doc Ock. But anyway, I just don't think it's necessary. Right now, Doc Ock has some sort of terminal illness, and he's running around in some big, like, octopus armor type of thing, and, you know, like, when I read him, I'm hearing his voice with, like, a metal, echo-y kind of thing, like, as if he had an iron lung type of thing, even though I know, like, if you have an iron lung, you can't really talk, I don't think. But, I just don't, like, they killed Doc Ock already back during the fucking Clone Saga bullshit and, like, around that time frame, and then later on the Hand brought him back, like, because, you know, a chubby guy with glasses that looks like Ronnie Millsap or Roy Orbison would just make the perfect, you know, undead ninja. But the Hand had brought him back, and that was good, you know, because Doc Ock, when you boil it down, is one of the greatest villains of the Marvel Universe. I don't care what you say, in my opinion, he's a classic, you know? He's been around since Amazing Spider-Man #3 back in 1963. Before the Green Goblin, if you were to ask any Spidey fan who is the quintessential Spider-Man villain, I guarantee you, if not Venom, because Venom was very popular in the mid-90s, the next answer out of somebody's mouth would have been Dr. Octopus. And, you know, then came the Green Goblin and the whole Clone Saga thing, establishing Spidey's Rogues Gallery and the hierarchy that it is today. But Doc Ock has a very special place in the Spider-Man villainy category. So I just don't want to see him get killed for some useless fucking storyline and then have to be brought back later on by some other writer who decides he wants to use him. You know, there's a way that this story can play out because I think it's going to be fantastic and I really want to enjoy it, and I just hope, like, the death of Doc Ock doesn't loom over it and mire the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And a final note on this particular issue. This issue sees Spidey and Johnny Storm, along with John Jameson, having gone up to the space shuttle, and now they got to save all of the astronauts before the space shuttle plummets to Earth. So the big idea is Spidey insulates the whole crew with webbing as Johnny Storm absorbs the heat from re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, and they have to vent some of the heat. So right here, popping up on the screen, it's like, Torch, you're storing too much heat. You're going to cook us alive in here. Got it covered. Supernova Fist! I will repeat that. Supernova Fist! I'm sorry. I thought I was reading Amazing Spider-Man, not playing Marvel Capcom 4. I don't really know what to think about this. We're using super moves now? We're using super moves. I'm a little on the fence. You know, there's a part of me that would really like to see Spidey pull off a Maximum Spider somehow, though I think Mark Bagley did it during his run on Amazing way back when. Might have been during that Elektra fight at some point when he picked up the train. But I can't really remember off the top of my head. But I think I remember him seeing it. But he never called it Maximum Spider, he was just jumping around. But I don't know how I feel about Johnny Storm announcing the move that he does, you know? What do you guys think? Please, I would love to get your opinions on this. Write in, you know, questions@petesbasement.com. Start a thread on Facebook.com/PetesBasement. Again, always follow us on Twitter, but Twitter's not really the place for this kind of conversation. What do you think about Johnny Storm using a super move? Not necessarily, supernova fist and, well, yeah, super moves in comic books. Announced super moves. Not just, but supernova fist. I think I just like saying that. Maybe I'm leaning more toward the okay, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys. You know we always love hearing from you. Before I turn you over to the boys, the other thing I picked up this week from my good buddies at Midtown Comics was My Friend Dahmer by Durf Backdurf. Is that your real name, sir? They call you Backdurf throughout the book, but Durf Backdurf. What bet did his parents lose? Anyway, this story is obviously about, was written by some kid who went to school with Jeffrey Dahmer in high school, and it's just pretty much a story of how isolated the guy was, and, how much of a fucking lunatic that they all thought he was, but he would kind of hang out with them on occasion, but even they then kept it very limited. Like, they would keep him around for, like, school antics and doing, like, dumb shit to teachers and whatnot, but after that, like, they would just drop him off home or leave him be, and they wouldn't hang out with him. It's not like an expose or anything. It's not, don't expect to see, little boys getting raped and murdered and eaten or anything. It's not that at all. It was surprisingly a very interesting read, and it's a fast read, too. I finished this whole book in one day. It was like 200 pages, and I already told you guys I read slow. But, it was really, really interesting, honestly. Like, I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. And I wasn't going to buy it, but I was asking the dudes at the comic shop about it, and one of the guys like went into the back and found the last remaining copy, so I felt obligated to buy it. And I started reading it, and I'm like, wow, it's really interesting. And it's just like, it's just kind of a small biopic about his, teenage life and how, later on, it was just kind of, the signs were there, and nobody, like the adults didn't care. His parents were in the middle of a divorce. Nobody talked to the guy. And, the author makes it a point to say that, he doesn't have like sympathy for him or pity. It's like empathy or whatever. And he has that sympathy up until the point where Dahmer first kills some dude back in 1978. And he repeats that like two or three times just so you don't get the wrong idea. Like, they're trying to paint this fucking lunatic as a sympathetic, sad character. He's not. He's a fucking crazy bastard. And this book is basically showing you the build-up to the crazy bastard being unleashed. And I definitely highly recommend it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would pick it up on Amazon. It's got a $25 price tag if you buy it like from Barnes & Nobles or your comic shop, whatever. But Amazon's got it for 12 bucks. So I would definitely pick this up, man. The artwork is fun, and this guy Durf Backdurf is originally, he's a graphic artist, and I heard he has done some political cartoons, and that kind of thing shows here. And it's always got these pictures of Dahmer, like, sitting alone in his house, and then all of a sudden he looks out and he sees this jogger and whatnot, and he, just puts his head in his hands, like, what the fuck is going on in my dome here? And even he knew he was nuts. And he was like struggling with that. Obviously he gave in, because fucking he ate people. So he got what he deserved in the end. But thoroughly an entertaining story. If you do read it, by all means let us know. Not your typical comic book that we review on this show, but something of merit that caught the eye of the newspaper. Somebody had originally sent it to me via email, and figured I'd keep you guys posted on it. Alright, I gotta finish packing, and I gotta start day drinking because I'm off from work today, and, I'm not driving later, so fuck it. Might as well start now. I'll see you guys next week. There will be a round table. The boys will be back, and let's see what the rest of the fellas have to review for you. Later.
Still kind of weird.
It's a me, Mario. It's a me.
Hey, well, what's up? Nothing. Oh, we're doing segments again? Why? Ooh, Pete got caught right in the zipper, huh? All right. No, I get it. No, it's all right. Yeah, I'll just do a segment. I got everything set up anyway. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. Right in the zipper. All right. Let's start with the odd man out, so to speak. DC Huntress number 6 is the last issue in the mini. Um, Overall, I liked it. I thought it was good. Um, I think the artwork is really good. Who did the artwork? Marcus 2, T-O. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Pencils are good. Ink is good. I mean, the colors are good. Everything's good, I thought. Overall, it was a good book. They'll probably trade it next month, or a few months from now. I recommend it. And let's start alphabetical for Marvel. Age of Apocalypse, number 1. Straight from the pages of Uncanny X-Force. When Age of Apocalypse came out almost 20 years ago, I liked it then. And it's good here. I would recommend it. Wolverine is basically, even though Apocalypse himself is dead, Wolverine is basically next in line, and he's the one that's kind of leading the charge as far as uh, feeling that mutants are the superior species and that humans need to be wiped out off the planet. In a surprising twist, his wife, Jean Grey, along with some other mutants, including Sabretooth, are trying to help the humans, and as a result, their powers got taken away. So now they're part of this rogue group, including William Stryker, Prophet, who is trying to fight back. I like it so far. So I like the art. I like the writing. I think it's good. So we'll see how long it goes. It's cool to see Daredevil in this. Even though he's not a mutant, he's human, but he has powers almost like a mutant. So he's kind of in that middle gray area. But I like it. So sue me, I like it. Amazing Spider-Man 681. It ends the story. They get out. They rescue J. Jonah Jameson's son. And all is well in the world, except you have the Sinister Six ready to strike his plan. He says it's his final plan, which is the ends of the world, or ends of the earth plan. I hope they don't kill Sinister Six, Dr. Octopus. It looks like they're slating to do that. I'm hoping that whatever his plan involves, it either heals him or, heals him. Because it doesn't. If they kill him off, it just doesn't. He's one of Spider-Man's oldest villains. I think he's his best villain. He's my favorite villain of Spider-Man's. So I don't think it would be a good idea to kill him off. And if they do, it'd be very upsetting. Just for the sake of saying, "Oh, we killed off Dr. Octopus." So, and they need to heal him. Like this whole weird armor thing. It's not him. They need to just do away with that. So, if they're gonna have the Sinister Six, they need to have them in their glory. So, I think they're gonna, whatever the plan is going to be. I don't think it's gonna be on purpose that he's healed, but I think it's gonna be like, it's gonna happen by accident. He's gonna be healed of whatever cancer or whatever disease he has. So there was one thing in here that was a few things in here that was Supernova Fist. He's not the kind of Human Torch. He's not the kind of character that needs to be shouting out what he's gonna do when he says it. It's not like Iron Fist or the only thing they can get away with that is like Iron Fist or when they had the immortal weapons, because then it was more like Mortal Kombat and had that feel to it. But that's like Spider-Man going webbing, or the only one out of the Fantastic Four that allowed to do that is shout anything out when they're fighting is the thing. It's clobbering time. He's the only one, and it's not specific. It's just he doesn't say what he's gonna do. He just I'm just clobbering time. So I'm gonna clobber the closest person to me. So that was a little dopey. But I'm very excited about Sinister Six. So hopefully it's good. I don't know how many issues it's gonna be. But I hope they keep it contained to Spider-Man, just like they did with Spider Island was basically contained to Spider-Man. I hope they do the same thing with Ends of the Earth. I don't want it to be this big, long, drawn-out thing. What's next? Uncanny X-Men number 8. It ends that weird story with the weird creatures. It seems like Namor had sex with a fish. And then I think after this is going to be Avengers versus X-Men, which I'm not looking forward to in any way, shape, or form. So that's that. Good artwork. Greg Land is great. It's kind of the only reason why been buying it, because of the artwork, because the story is very strange. You don't need to be this strange. So, all right. And then Winter Soldier number 3. I like it. I think Ramon and Pete said they didn't like it, or Pete doesn't like it. So it's not Doom. It was a Doom bot. They confront Doom at the end, saying, "Look, you're going to be set up," and he kicks their ass. But so I like it. I don't know how much longer this specific story will last. Probably 2 more issues. But I don't know. So far, so good. I like espionage stuff. I like James Bond and that kind of a thing. I think that was it. So, the end of Justice League Doom, I heard good things about. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully by the next time we have a regular roundtable, 1 out of 3 of us, or whoever's there, will have seen it and can review it. I know Letitia saw it. She said it was great. So she called me all the way from the that place we sent her. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, was that it? I think that was it. So we'll see you next time. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. See you next time.
Okay, the segment, episode 10 of 2012. Let's start out with his books, that I've missed out on. Rachel Rising from Terry Moore, Abstract Comics. Wow, issue 6 came out this week. I had to pick up all 6, because I totally slipped my mind that he dropped this book, and wow, sometimes it's wonderful when you pick up a crap load of books in one sitting, because it's just, the story hits you so much better than that whole waiting a damn month vibe. Like Morning Glories, I picked up like 13 issues in one sitting. Same thing with Rachel Rising, all 6 issues, and wow, it's the book of the week. I can't say that because I've read all 6 issues. It's a totally different feel, totally different vibe, but it's good shit, man. It's really good. If you're not picking this up, you're missing out. All 6 issues are shown, and it's just, this girl just wakes up after being strangled. She doesn't know who did it. She doesn't even know, she's like a zombie-ish type of thing, which is a weird type of thing, and the city's kind of haunted, and it's just, and there's always more to it when it comes to Terry Moore. I never read Strangers in Paradise, which is his claim to fame, if you will, but I did Echo, and I'm pretty sure the fans remember me raving about it. I love it. It's awesome. It finished, so it's just, damn, it was just good shit. Really good shit. Next we have Kara's Magic number 5. I like Aspen, especially when they're on point. They do really good stuff, but I don't want 6 to be the last issue, and I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait. They keep on throwing Fathom at us and all this other shit. Just so far is what, 12 issues? Why can't this be 12 issues? Obviously the fans will want it. I don't see how you're gonna tie everything up with 6. Just, it's a good issue. Just 6 issues is just not enough. It's a good book. It's a good book. Action Comics number 7. How many people started collecting DC with the relaunch now, not knowing shit about Superman? I would like to know. It's a question out there for the fans. Hit us up at questions@peacebasement.com. Because I'm sick and tired of the retelling of the history. Now, mind you, I admit I am biased. I've been around comic books for a hefty amount of time. Not as hefty as others, but definitely hefty. And it's just I don't care for this shit. I don't care of another retelling of the city, Bottle City of Candor, or this, or the first appearance of this schmuck or that. No, and I'm sorry, you're redoing Brainiac. After Gary Franks did that, really? You're gonna try to do it again? No. I'm sorry. No offense to fuck Morrison. No offense to Reg Morales, but after Gary Frank did that whole origin thing, they should have just bounced off of that. Next, Detective Comics number 7. It was a good book. A little action here and there. It was fun. It was fun and entertaining. But I think Batman's book's kind of fallen off since the relaunch. The book I was looking forward to the most was Ferris from Vertigo. All the female characters from Fables are in this, and I was hoping to be jump on friendly. It's not so much. It mentions certain things that happen in the Fables books that are done and complete with that I'm still collecting and I don't exactly fully know all about. So it kind of spoiled some things for me. But it's a good book. I really want to follow it. All these characters, Snow White, Red Riding Hood. We all know Cinderella's an international spy. I reviewed that book for you guys, and that's just awesome. It's just, I look forward to it. I really do. Huntress, number 6. On issue 3, I got the vibe, and here it pretty much shows like this is Huntress in the alternate universe. And good news is she kills. She actually kills. That's what's up. She's like Punisher with boobies. You know what I'm saying? I could go for that. Just Punisher with boobies. Just make sure you do her right, because then she'll kill you. And it showed Power Girl. Just her alter ego, really, Karen Starr. But let's see what happens with Earth 2 and how that works out. iZombie 23. We don't do this, but this is definitely cover of the week. I mean, it's the main zombie. I think her name is Gwen. I forget. You can see through her skeleton and her brain, which is that alone is cool. It's hot. It's like a different looking type of zombie thing. But then you have the background, which is the wallpaper of brain burgers, and she's a zombie. Brain burger wallpaper, freaking brilliant. This should be like, I should put this on my desktop. It's just, I don't know, that cover is just brilliant. Well done, Vertigo. Red Lantern 7. More red, more this, more that. I don't know, it's just filler. I mean, I see this eventually dropped. Sooner or later, they're going to kill the Red Lantern, or Red Lantern's going to implode or something. I don't know, it's just... Stormwatch. Again, it's just the Authority. Why don't they just call it the damn Authority already and knock this shit off? I mean, it is what it is. Just... It's good, but it's... same shit has been done with Authority before. Age of Apocalypse. Oh yeah, Age of Apocalypse. How the hell jumped to Age of Apocalypse? Anyways, Age of Apocalypse number 1. It's okay. It's okay. It's really it. It's just it's like the Holocaust meets mutants, or it's the reverse. Mutants are the Nazis and humans are the Jews and the gypsies and homosexuals and all that. Avengers Academy number 27. War with the Runaways, part 1 of 2. Ooh, does anybody care about the Runaways? No, because if they did, they'd still be around. The Runaways are a good idea. They're just, I think been implemented poorly, and it's just okay. That's what it is. And I really don't care for this shit. Avengers: A Children's Crusade, number 9 of 9. Finally, this thing is over. It's been more than 9 months. I don't know what to say. More than 9 months. A 9-issue book. Really? And they try to somehow make it a more feasible book. Like, ooh, look, this book is important. Ooh, it's somewhat connected to Avengers vs. X-Men. Bitch, if this shit came out on time, it would have been done 4 or 5 months ago. No, it's not. You just reaching, bastards. The Defenders, number 4. This is a funny book. You want to get your shits and giggles in? Pick up this book. It's funny. Doctor Strange keeps on getting laid. I mean, you know, he has that voodoo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? You know, this is it. Girls open her legs. Whatever. Good for him. All right. Fear Itself, The Fearless, 10. I like this series. I'll probably hear a lot of shit from this next week. But I like this series. It's just freaking funny. It's hilarious. It's crazy action and shit. And it's good. The whole thing is everybody attaches it with Fear Itself. The main event, which was crap. But this is a good standalone series that, you know, just, it was good. It was just damn good. Really. Thor, the Deviant Saga, 5 of 5. All you know, Thor's my favorite character. Now, when you do a miniseries from him, I'm usually iffy about picking up on him. But I'm like, here, the Deviants, Cosmic Beings, is like, ooh, nice, it should be good, right? No, this is a 5-issue miniseries that just, you know, warms us up to the Eternals and the Deviants, and hey, they're gonna come back, they're gonna get their own book. That's it. That's what you're trying to do to me. Fine. Bite me. I'm not gonna get into that shit. You're convoluted ass Deviants and Eternals and shit. No. No. Let's move along. Uncanny X-Men number 8. It was weird. I kinda liked it. Especially the whole part with what's his name? Colossus and his powers and Sister really affecting him hugely. And it was nice. I mean, the whole part where Namor sleeps with the whole squid lady and stuff like that. I mean, hey, whatever. That was funny though, but it was a cute book. It was cute. Yeah, cute. Let's stick to cute. Villains for Hire number 4. It's Heroes for Hire book number 8. If Heroes for Hire went for 4 issues, this would be another 4, so that'd be 8. I don't remember how many issues it went for. But anyways, it's a direct continuation of the damn thing. They should have called it Villains for Hire Volume 2. It would have made more sense. I would have accepted it more. Spoiler alert, Puppet Master's around. I don't know. I don't know. Wolverine 302. How does Ramon feel about Wolverine 302? Okay. Why is Sabretooth and Mystique back? Okay, the Hand brought them back. Why is Sabretooth crawling into a cave where the Hand is supposedly secretly located at? Secretly, but people know about it. With another ninja in a wheelchair. Really? You bring a wheelchair-bound ninja to a fight with other ninjas? Is she that badass? Right. Why is Wolverine sleeping with the ninja after going berserker? And then later on we discover that Mystique wasn't replaced the place of the ninja after a while. Why is Mystique sleeping with Wolverine after he killed her? Why did she videotape it? These are questions I want to know and I don't want to know. These are questions that came out of this book. We're moving along. Moving into X-Men. Alpha and Omega. 3 of 5. This is a better book. By far. And it's entertaining, it's fun, it's definitely violent, it's like Wolverine's being played with on a massive level, and Quentin Quire is going to pay for it badly. But the good thing is, over here, just like in Wolverine, Wolverine's defense against being mentally tampered with is he goes into berserker mode. So if you want to mess around Wolverine's mind, which is so screwed up that it happens, you will eventually have to deal with Berserker Rage, which is great. That's like awesome, because then you Wolverine having mental defenses and powers is just really Wolverine, really. So him going nuts, that's awesome, awesome. Other than that, moving on. And last but not least, we have X-Men 26, where we continue to deal with vampires. And this is in the end. X-Men 27 will continue to deal with vampires, because Jubilee's fighting back against the people that are trying to oppress her as a vampire. That's my week. I finished my segment on fucking vampires. That's my week. Thank you very much. Next week, let's hope it's better. Later, guys. Okay, another segment episode. Hopefully this is the last to come for a while, because there's been quite a few of them, haven't it? Okay, fixing the camera. Okay, I'm good.
Wow, I actually did that in one shot. That never happens. So I guess for the sake of some outtakes, boogity, 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 boogity. Alright, see you later. Supernova Fist!